Contact. Finally, another captain jumps into the stream and adds to the story. Captain Sweep has been alone, waiting for these other Empire commanders to show themselves. And who does first? Because Empire. Little did I know who I was dealing with. Such insight, such strategy. No wonder he's wiping my proverbial you-know-what'ems. But there's some things I have to say. The castle defense thing. By the time I saw you, you're like 2 weeks away. My orbitals, the quickest is 2 months. Destroyers you can make in 2 days. So I'm just pressing the button on the destroyers, and I'm hoping your anti-gravity, like the 2 weeks, I didn't know how fast you went. So fast. The destroyers, I thought maybe there's a chance they could reach them, and I didn't know what the timing was, so I just sent them. I couldn't wait for the group because it was more of a time thing. And so the destroyers, it's like so little chance that they are going to do anything. But I'm just hoping that you can get enough in the castle. See, the whole thing was there enough of the fleet plus the orbitals to take out your fleet? Automated defense 2. You didn't say why you didn't bomb me. Why didn't you bomb or try to bomb? That was interesting. So the ship's coming one at a time. I understand. I mean, they're slow. As soon as you got there, I stopped them from going there. I wanted to get another fleet just to get some ships down there, just to, I don't know, destroyers are useless. They can't do anything against heavy carriers or anything like that. So it's kind of ridiculous. But sometimes you have a story in your mind of, okay, send Admiral Stan with the destroyer fleet, and God damn it, see if you can blow up one of their fucking carriers, will you? We've got shit all, and we got to do something about it. Pressing buttons. I say pressing buttons because if your opponent is pressing fucking buttons way more than you, and you're not pressing buttons at all in 2 weeks, it's like the game is essentially pressing buttons. The whole game is pressing buttons. So if you press more buttons and better buttons and buttons in a better sequence, you're gonna win the game. And you're scanning and you're cycling. It's just like, I just want to admire, your sense of discipline and your sense of focus and your sense of commitment and your sense of focusing on victory. And I think I'm coming in as a sort of, beginner. I don't know if I'm a beginner. I'm a mid-level. I played some games and got into some games, but never to the extent that I saw the people who were playing all the time, who were just freaking ruthless at it and had massive whatever you needed to win. I like this game because it's so new, and there's not 200,000 people in here. There's just 10 or 20, and we're just playing this game. And you just taught me tons. I mean, just the pointing out of the better strategy and having the ships nearby, and really tracking when your opponent's sleeping or not. I mean, these are things that are outside of my interest level, unless I was playing to win. And then I'd go, okay, that's a good idea. Okay, that's what we got to start doing. And for me, it depends, because this is the third test, and I'm sort of, I don't know if I'm bored, but I would like to see a lot more players. I would like to see lots of different things. I got different ideas of how the game can be changed, but I think there should be a story. I think there should be an underlying other layers that are missing. And anyway, I mean, that's up to. And the defensive turtle thing, that's a sort of good way to put it. To me, it's not just defensive turtle. It's like understanding within the constructs of constraints of time and interest. It's like, how are you going to play it? I'm not going to sit there and press I pressed the buttons last game. I kept the research up, and it does really work, and it is a discipline. I just didn't feel like fucking doing it. So I knew I was going to be behind. And so, having Jib as the ally beside me, that's a major thing, because he's close enough and he's expanding. and I'm sort of like smaller within that area. You're down there. I'm sort of like beside the big castle. And but I've got some, I'm at the right time. If you hadn't taken me out, if I was given time, I was just getting ready to sort of get my engine going. And basically, yeah, you took out my whole fleet before that happened. So that was kind of irritating. So now it's just kind of waiting to get things going again, but the game's pretty much over. So that's it. That's it. I really your opponent defines who you are. And having opponents and having people out there that are wanting to destroy you, it's interesting, parallel with life, because I think our opponents in life, we never know or see. They're much bigger than us. And in this game, they're exactly seeable. And in the last few games, I've just seen, three opponents or three enemies that are all quite capable. And so I look forward to the next game. And maybe I'll have to pay a little bit more attention to button pressing and scanning and making the right decisions. So thanks for that feedback. Thanks for taking the video. I didn't know that this was your world and you're an expert in it. And it's good to glean your knowledge, and it's good to participate with everyone who's been participating in the game. I look forward to seeing how it goes to the next level in the next iteration. And I think when there's a leaderboard and a way of tracking all the stats, that'll sort of change things too. So we'll be able to watch so people grow and compared to other people who don't, and then the interaction in the battlefield. So saying hi to everyone who's playing. Big love to everybody, and big love to Nova for bringing this to us and all his dedication. And just so people know, he's paying $300 a month on his own dime to make this happen. And it might be nice if people pitched in a bit. But I think soon higher finances will come, because this is such a great game, and I think there's great potential here, and I think we're all part of it. And so that's cool. It's like to be at the beginning of something before it sort of goes big, and to be part of it and to contribute. And I really would say to the people out there, there needs to be a big team, and the team is going to come from people who are dedicated to the game and are playing it and want it to thrive and want it to sort of improve. And Nova's just one guy, and he built the whole thing, and he needs help. And so anyway, probably just contact him, ask him, what needs to get done. How could you help? What are you really good at doing? And sort of jump onto the team, because it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. And there's other projects going on that are different from this project that have a lot of potential too. So you never know what's behind the scenes. See you later, alligators.